Hi class, welcome to the Manhattan Sand Dunes where we're doing our visual field trip project. I'm Cecilia Lucas.
I'm Brianna Golsh.
I'm Taylor Williams.
And I'm Donald Davis.
I'm Amber Jenkins.
Manhattan Beach was originally oceanfront, built on sand dunes. Then we started building houses and properties on top of the sand dunes, and Manhattan Beach Sand Dune Park is the only sand dunes in Manhattan that is preserved.
As you can see, we're located on the sand dunes that is preserved. People are walking, using this for exercise on front. You're able to walk, you're able to run. It's good for the health. The pavement where the houses are built, that used to be the sand dunes, but they put pavement over it to cover up the sand dunes and build houses. As you can see, he's using this for exercise. The park is great for that. You're able to get the nutrients you need in your body, and I just feel like the park is so awesome to run and stuff on it.
Because of the exercise that takes place at the sand dune park, the sand falls down to the bottom.
As I mentioned, exercise causes sand movement, but also the wind. Sand movement by the wind is a compound process involving different types of grain movement by the wind that occur more or less together, called siltation.
The park provides great insight on the soil that is present throughout the whole park. For instance, when walking on the sand, it doesn't feel like any regular dirty sand that's at the beach. The sand has very rich and brilliant textures, elements that's present throughout the whole entire park. When it rains, it helps the sand dune park remains a great appearance and soft surface and texture.
Okay, so as you can see here, we hiked up a little bit more up the mountain or sand dune, and there's waste all around, which destroys the homes for the animal life living here. There's a lot of insects around that could have possibly lived here, but now there's a sock, a piece of paper, a Starbucks cup. Over here is a piece of glass, which could really hurt someone, human or animal.
Consumers who are using the park for a tourist attraction is not taking care of the park fully, because while visiting the park, the trash is displayed in corners, up the mountain, down the mountain. It's displayed everywhere. Consumers do not realize that can ruin the park and cause pollution problems to the park.
Okay, so now we're at the top of the sand dune, and as you can see directly straight ahead, there's the ocean. And you would think the ocean is blowing the wind towards this way since it's directly over there, but actually the sand is going that way. And as you can see, there's fences all around here to show that. Damn. I don't know why I said that. There are fences all around the sand dune park to serve as a blockade to make sure the sand doesn't blow away and that it stays right in this place.
These are some California native wildflowers that grow here at the Manhattan Beach Sand Dune Park which bring a lot of vibrant color and life to the park. They're fenced off to the public so that tourists or people coming to visit the Sand Dune Park can't get in there and ruin the plants behind this fence, which play an important role to keeping the sand dunes or the sand dune here preserved. Because without this vegetation, it will erode and no longer put up a front. Put up a front to protect these homes from any type of storms.
The relation between the sand dune park and the physical geology of the park is basically the Earth's concepts. Physical geology is the study of the Earth. So the Earth's surface and the structures and also the climate change. The sand dune park deals with the concepts and many more topics that are related to the sources of the park.
The staircase runs parallel to the dune, and it is 100 feet high, and this is where the sand dune name comes from. It's favorite for kids of all ages, including adults, for exercising. These steps and switchbacks lead up to the nature area, as the trail provides different ways to reach the top. As you can see, it's crisscross, and there's 2 sets of stairs which you can choose from. The trail winds through plant life and provides an interesting and educational nature walk. The top of the dune provides a panoramic east-facing view of the city once we get to the top. And going up these stairs, we have to make sure we don't run because it is prohibited.
Rock sediments are found all through the park. They're placed on the sand through different areas and
As we walk up the hill, you can see that the sand is very steep. It goes higher and higher the more we get up here.
You have to walk very, very slow. You have to walk very at a pace, because if you walk fast, you can easily fall. You have to be very, very careful when you walk up. Black sediments are found all through the park. You can find a white one, you can find like a grayish one, you can find a black color one. They're going to be placed at the up or the bottom of the sand dunes.
These rocks were along the outskirts of the sand dunes. Coming close to them, I was able to make a hypothesis on what type of rock they were, which are broken into 3 basic types: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, depending on how they were formed. This rock is sedimentary due to the distinctive layering bedding and the pieces of rocks that were loosened by weathering, such as this.
This concludes our presentation on the Manhattan Beach sand dunes.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
I hope you guys learned a lot from this experience.
I hope you guys visit.
We're signing off. Bye.
Bye.